Alright, welcome back
to the fucking Devil Survivor soundtrack.
Is this what Devil Survivor sounds like?
The electric guitar is.
Alright.
That game's all like hard rock.
So, let's take a look at the knife. There's a knife laying on the ground.
Notes are out.
Notes are out.
This big paper.
Notes are out. I'm not going to be putting much mental power into voicing Makoto here, because this is David going big brain. There's a knife laying on the ground. Is this... It must be the knife that was stuck in the body before it exploded. The force of the explosion must have thrown it over here.
It is the same knife.
The Monokuma file said the knife went all the way through the body from front to back. Does this mean this knife is what caused the fatal injury? Either way, this knife, it looks really familiar. It's the knife that I had. Wait, is this? That's it. It's the knife that person was holding.
When they tried to kill me in my room last night.
Exactly. So... This is getting really weird. There are just too many strange coincidences. So... Makoto's nightmare. Mask... with the knife. Then Kyoko.
I think Kyoko took the knife.
Yeah. What I'm wondering is, did Kyoko kill the masked person?
I don't know.
I don't want to jump to conclusions. The same knife was used to stab that same masked attacker we found.
The mass attack. Ruby.
Mass attack, yeah. I'm gonna check to make sure we're recording. We should have a... Oh, for fuck's sake. There we go. That same knife was used to stab that same masked attacker we found here.
Is it just me, or does that coat look like it's backwards?
Maybe this masked person got stabbed because... when they attacked, I was in a kind of trance. Maybe I reacted by grabbing the knife, and then maybe I... If this really is Kyoko, it would mean Kyoko is the one who attacked me. But why the mask? But we saw Kyoko afterwards. I just don't know. I don't remember anything clearly from last night. No. No, it can't be. There's no way. So, Makoto was also sick. That's definitely important.
I have a feeling someone drugged him.
Yeah. Probably, because...
Damn.
Who was Makoto hanging out with that day? What were we doing?
That day, exploring the whole place.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you. Everyone was at the breakfast, everyone was at the 120 and at the dining hall. I don't think we're gonna figure that out by
Kyoko
people around him.
Kyoko came to Makoto's room.
Yep. Yeah, okay, that's the thing I don't get. Everyone said, Byakuya was like, I waited till 9. Yeah, okay, no, hold on. Byakuya was like, I waited till 10, and then I got the fucking... whatever. I got the... Oh my god. She was killed indoors because the fire wasn't put... She caught on fire. If she was wet from the sprinklers, she was killed indoors. Before 7:30. No, or after 7:30. She was killed indoors. No.
Ellie?
No, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah. I don't know what you mean. Okay. So what you mean...
She wasn't outside at 7:30.
What do you mean outside? Because there is no outside.
Sorry. Here, at 7:30, because the sprinklers come on at 7:30, she couldn't have caught fire if she was
Alright.
wet.
Victim was not here at 7:30.
Yep.
Because her body would not have caught fire.
Yep.
Body would not have caught fire.
Here's the thing. Byakuya was like, 10 o'clock, I waited for Monokuma to wake up. He did not. He was broken. Got everybody who said they all were waiting. When would Kyoko have gotten in? Because nobody
Ellie,
everyone was knocking at the door.
I don't understand what you're talking about.
Okay. It was the day before you woke up after that dream, and they were like, "Hey, Monokuma's on the ground, disassembled," right?
Okay, yeah.
Byakuya had said the night before that he went to ask Monokuma and maybe find out more info on Kyoko, where Kyoko went. He went up and saw Monokuma in the gym unmoving. Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
He then said, when it was 10 o'clock and it was nighttime, Monokuma did nothing. So he got everyone else.
Gets everyone else
Yep.
right after 10 p.m.
Yep, right after 10 p.m.
All right.
And then he was like, everyone was like, yeah, we couldn't get you. We were knocking at your door. We couldn't wake you up.
Yep.
So when did Kyoko get?
After they stopped knocking at his door.
I guess they all
'Cause
left. Like dispersed?
They weren't doing it. They weren't doing it all night.
I guess.
They were all in the gym all night.
They were in the gym all night.
Yeah.
I guess Kyoko must have slipped out to
Well,
get in your room.
No, because Kyoko, she was gone, wasn't she?
She was gone. She was gone. I forgot she
Yeah.
was gone.
Wasn't Kyoko gone?
Kyoko was gone.
she
yeah.
was,
Okay,
yeah.
never mind.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay.
Knife at the crime scene.
Ignore the 5 minutes I just spoke.
Okay.
Except for the sprinkler thing.
The sprinkler thing is very true. So, either the body was transported here after 7:30, or the person was killed here at 7:30. Let's take a look at the body. If I check the body more thoroughly, maybe then I'll find out for sure if it's Kyoko or not. Huh? There's something weird about the body's fingernails. Oh, these are fake nails. They're really long. They seem like they get in the way of normal activity.
Red nails.
Body has fake nails.
Red nails, red nails.
That would be a bit strange for Kyoko because she wears gloves.
Yeah. Yeah, no, this isn't Kyoko. Who has... Who fucking... I guess it is then the 16th student.
Well, maybe.
Maybe. There might also be another fucking new character.
Yeah, we have no idea. There's also something on the back of her right hand. It's a tattoo. It got burned, so I can't make up the whole thing, but looks like it's a picture of a dog.
Wolf tattoo. On right.
Dog tattoo on right hand. The upper half of the body got set on fire in the explosion, so it's totally blackened. Also, the top half of the body is wet.
Never mind.
Victim was here at 7:30.
Yep.
Body caught fire and top half wet. Wait a minute. Top half of the body is wet. Oh, from the water.
Yeah.
It's because it got set on fire and I
Oh!
not body
With the bottom half.
would not have caught fire and top. So I only threw water on the part that was on fire. The top half, the bottom half is still dry.
Which means, yeah.
Yeah. Still true. In other words, there's nothing strange about the top half being wet. There isn't, right? No, there isn't.
Yeah, but okay, so if the
The
bottom
bo-
half isn't wet, that means then the body was not outside when
True.
the sprinklers happened.
This
Okay.
isn't outside.
Not out. Fuck, it's outside. In my mind, this is outside.
Okay. There's this. The white jacket the victim was wearing got totally burnt out. There's only one little piece left. The lower half of the body didn't get wet at all. After the body blew up, the top half got set on fire, so I dumped a bucket of water on it, which explains why the bottom half isn't wet. There's nothing strange about that, right? I mean, not strange, but, like, it's definitely important. Here's the mask, maybe? No, that's just part of the body. Oh, fragments of something. They're all burnt, so I can't really be sure.
Slab.
Is that a bolt or a strap? I think that's
A button.
the mask, right?
I don't know. I can't remember what the mask looks like.
I feel like I've seen something before, but where? Wait, was it there? I'll have to double check that later.
I keep just saying shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's this, and then he goes, wait.
Panel that controls the sprinklers. They're set to turn on at 7:30 every morning, and Monokuma said the time positively couldn't be changed. Hold on. Sprinklers turn on at 7:30 every morning, right? Then if the body was here before then, the sprinklers should have gotten it wet. Which would mean the murder must have taken place after the sprinklers.
Yep.
I remember there were some chickens in the chicken coop. One is missing. Why?
So now we know the time frame the body was murdered.
Yep.
It was after 7:30, before 9 o'clock. It was 9 o'clock when they were at the headmaster's room.
Okay.
Unless it was Toko who somehow planted the bomb on someone. Unless the bomb was already planted on him.
Well, but then the murder... Okay. We don't know for sure that the murder took place here, though.
Yeah, it's a good point. The
Poor
body
chicken.
was-
One chicken is missing. Why?
Yo.
What's going on, Makoto? Oh, I'm glad you're here. Listen, do you remember how many chickens there were in here? Of course. There were precisely 5. Yeah, right? Huh? What's wrong? Oh, and he's gonna be upset because 4 is an unlucky number.
Yep.
There's only 4 chickens here now. We're 1 short. Huh? Ah! That's so weird. I wonder when it disappeared. I was down here just before nighttime last night, and there were definitely 5 chickens here. All right. Hero says
Chicken bomb.
all chickens here just before 10 p.m. What are we gonna do? Going from 5 to 4 is gonna have an impact on the structure of the world. It's like a jigsaw puzzle. If even a single piece disappears, the entire world will remain unfinished. I did my best to ignore Hero and focus on the problem at hand. Why did one of the chickens disappear? Could it be related to the case?
Almost said it.
Oh,
Even though it's not chicken, it's roosters.
yeah. Okay, let's talk to Ellie.
Owie. Listen, Makoto. Do you remember how the body looked, before it blew up?
Yeah, it was splayed out.
Yeah.
If I remember right, he was wearing some kind of mask and a big white coat. Also, there was a knife sticking out of the stomach, and the area around it was stained with blood. Okay, the area around the body is stained with blood.
Yeah, that wouldn't happen with just a stab.
Well, it could.
Yeah, that could just hurt.
Yeah.
Also, that's not the mask. That those fragments were.
Yeah, no, it was not. Not mask. Okay. Knife sticking out of the stomach. Area around it was stained with blood. Apparently the wound had stopped bleeding, but the blood was still wet. So either the stab was a post-mortem wound.
I think the stab was a post-mortem wound by Toko.
That'd be funny.
I think Toko saw a person, somehow stabbed the body for some reason, fainted at the sight of blood, got up, genocide Jill, ran to tell everyone there was a body. But why would Toko stab the body is the thing.
I don't know. Also, how did Toko get the knife?
Yeah, that's the question.
Alright. Blood still wet. Stab happened 7:30 to 9 a.m. Byakuya said not to touch it to avoid getting all bloody, but for how much blood there was on the body, I didn't see any on the ground around it. No blood on body. No blood on ground around body.
Don't forget, there's also a bludgeoning wound to the head.
Yeah. Body moved to greenhouse. Bludgeon. Actual killing blow?
Okay.
Wow, thanks. That was a big help. Now that you explained it, I totally remember how it looked.
Well, having to talk about it like that helped me remember it a lot better too, so thank you too. Body before the explosion. Let's look over our truth bullets.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah, you're taking a lot of notes. A lot of them are just truthful.
Well, yeah, but like this is a good tool for.
No, you have 9.
Yeah. So we got the Monokuma file. Due to the explosion, identity is unknown. They were dead before the blast. Stabbed a single time with a knife which went completely through the body. Struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. Covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old.
Gotten into the altercations beforehand.
Yep. The explosion has burnt the upper half of the body beyond recognition. The upper half of the body remained on fire and had to be extinguished. Because of this, the upper half was soaking wet while the bottom half remained dry. This implies that the sprinklers did not make the body wet. Body was wearing notably long fake nails. They would have interfered with everyday activities. This is going to come up later. And some of the fake nails are gone.
Yeah.
I don't know if those got blown off in the explosion
They got
or
blown off in the explosion.
if there was an altercation. Tattoo on the right hand. A tattoo of a dog. That's not pertinent right now. There were bits of charred debris near the body. It seems familiar to something that was seen earlier.
Monokuma shard. I think that's a Monokuma shard. There's black. There's the red. It's like a box. There's shit in it. It's exposed battery box. I think that's a Monokuma shard. I don't know.
Okay.
That's my guess. It's a Monokuma shard.
Sprinklers, we know what these are.
Yep.
Knife at the crime scene. Knife was found near the body, with the same knife that was used to stab it before the explosion. It's also the same knife that Toko had given to Makoto for safekeeping, and the knife the masked assailant was holding when they attacked Makoto. Okay.
Toko did give him the knife.
What does it mean that there's no blood on this knife? Does it mean anything?
I don't think so because it was stabbed. Was the knife?
They found this away from the body.
It was stabbed into the body. It was stabbed.
We
into the
don't
body.
know for sure this is the same knife. Remember,
Yes.
Toko found the knife? She might have kept another one.
Maybe. Could be different knife. Yeah, there's no blood on this one.
Knife
Could be different.
has no blood. Different knife? Toko gave knife.
Backup knife.
Could have backup.
Fucking head wound.
I think that was the death blow.
And the chicken.
Number of chickens in the chicken coop had decreased from 5 to 4. There were 5 chickens just before nighttime last night, and yet, meaning that
They all waited in the gym. So when
just before nighttime.
was it? Before night?
They went to the gym just after nighttime.
Yes, okay.
So Yasuhiro could have been in there.
Yeah. Good.
The corpse had a mask covering its head and a white jacket covering the body. Yeah. It's not wearing the jacket. Look.
You're fucking right.
Corpse not wearing
Yeah.
jacket.
No, that. Yeah. What the fuck?
The jacket was only meant to cover up the corpse. Only meant to cover up corpse.
So who's the? So the person who was wearing the mask and shit is now just running around.
Could be. We have no idea who this is.
Yeah.
The body had stopped bleeding, but the blood was still wet. It was noted, however, that there was no blood on the ground around the body.
Okay, so here's the thing. If this was...
Wait a minute. Oh, hold on. If it's not wearing... So, the knife was there to pin the jacket to the body.
Not to kill.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's the thing.
Knife. What?
If the masked
to-
assailant, the 16th student, fucking whatever her name is the victim here,
To...
then why would they have the jacket off?
Yeah, exactly.
And then they place the jacket on and pin it. So I think that the killer is the previously masked 16th student, and I think this is Kyoko.
Could be.
That's my bet, and shit was planted to make it look like the fake nails, the coat, the mask, just to make it seem like it was someone else.
It could be.
That's my guess. Is that the killer is the 16th student.
That seems sound. Now it's time to talk
This
to
is
Kyoko.
amazing.
To Toko.
So who does that body belong to? Whoever it is, I'm not gonna look. I don't want to faint anymore.
The Monokuma flower, huh? Is it true? Does it really eat paper, plastic, and people? Anyway, I don't think it's related to the case, so I think I'll just stay away. So the Monokuma flower... So here's the thing. They could have gotten rid of this body super easily. There's a plant that eats bodies right there.
Yeah. So what does it mean?
They wanted us
be
to find
seen.
it. It was also explosive. Was the explosion meant to kill someone, or was it just meant to hide the identity of the victim?
I think if it killed someone, that just would have been a bonus.
Yeah.
I think it was meant to hide the identity.
But why?
To make the investigation harder.
Why?
I don't know. So they'd fuck it up and the person could get free.
That's true.
Any way to make the investigation harder is good. Because that's more of a chance they not know who it is and fuck it up.
That's very true.
Alright,
So,
what else we got?
the straightforward answer is that this was the... I really want to investigate the hair, is the thing.
Yeah, the hair is...
It's brown. But you can't.
Oh, you can't get a good look at it.
Ooh, fuck. Okay.
You could just look. Hair's brown. Either short or singed off.
Yep.
Could be brown because it's a bird.
Good timing, Makoto. I wanted to talk to you.
Yeah, the color doesn't mean anything, so it's just a bird.
What do you want to talk about?
So
I'd like to hear your alibi. Alibi? Correct. I'd love to hear where you were after nighttime began last night. Well, I was sick, so I was asleep all night. But why are you asking about that now? And what's nighttime got to do with it?
Naturally.
Isn't it obvious? This murder took place after nighttime. How can you know that for sure? Because just after nighttime began, I came to the garden.
That's info.
I was going around looking for everyone so I could tell them about Monokuma. Byakuya went to garden. He said just after nighttime?
Just after that.
Just after 10 p.m. Hiro's been spending most of his time in the garden the last few days, so I figured he'd be here. And I can confirm that when I arrived last night, there was no body here.
In other words,
So the murder could only have taken place at some point during nighttime, after I left the garden. However, Toko, Hiro, Hina, and I were in the gym together the entire night last night. What? Once I found Hiro in the garden, we immediately went to Toko and Hina's room.
It was
together.
after nighttime that they were fighting. Because he was here.
Yep. However, his account doesn't mean shit for the time of the murder.
Yeah. not
Because
the time.
all we know is the time of the stab.
Yep.
Once I found Hiro in the garden, we immediately went to Toko and Hina's rooms to get them. At that point, we all went to the gym and began dismantling Monokuma. As a precaution, we made sure not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. In other words, all four of us have airtight alibis. The only ones who don't have alibis are me and Kyoko.
that's right.
And if the victim really is Kyoko, then I'm the only one without an alibi. Also, when we went to go get Hina and Toko, we stopped by your room as well.
What?
But you never came to the door. So, where precisely were you? I'm telling the truth. I was in my room. I was dead asleep. I had a fever, so that's hardly an alibi. I know. So, what now? You seem to be at quite the disadvantage here. I'm the only one without an alibi. That's really bad, isn't it?
You got an account.
Yep. Alright, Byakuya's account. There was no corpse in the garden just after nighttime last night, so it can be assumed that the murder must have taken place someplace after that. That's not true. That doesn't implicate Byakuya, but it is not true. He said that he, Yasuhiro, Toko, and Aoi were in the gym the entire night, and none of them were alone at any point. That is easily verifiable. It's 11 o'clock right now. Okay, and...
Serious?
Oh, well, I was just thinking about when we first found the body. When the body was found, huh? I should look back at what I did this morning to help me remember when that was. Monokuma's announcement woke me up at 7 o'clock as usual, and I headed for the dining hall pretty soon. Once I got there, I met up with Hina. That was right around 7:30. Then I headed to the gym where everyone else was waiting. Next, Toko went to go get the pickaxe, and that's when she found the body. What time was it then? Now then, Toko, what time is it?
Well, when we left the gym, it was just before 9 o'clock, so it's probably 9 on the dot now.
That's right, it had to have been right around 9 o'clock.
You know?
Ah, now that you mention it, I think you're right. So I think we can say for sure that the body was found at 9 a.m. Okay, my job's done. That's a pretty small job. When the body was found, 9 o'clock. Okay, so...
I think that's everything. You should check your psionic blast.
my psionic
Press
blast?
tab to see if...
Oh.
The
The shed.
shed. Oh,
That's
shed.
going to be important. Just to be sure, I should take a look at the tool shed. This room is dusty and disorganized. In other words, a pretty stereotypical tool shed. Is this a tarp? Wait, was there a tarp in here before? I should probably look into that. It could be related to the case. The top is wet and covered with mud and grime. But the other side, it's totally clean and completely dry. One side of that tarp is wet and dirty. Something about that bothers me.
I got no fucking clue.
One side of tarp is wet and dirty. Other side is clean and dry. Did somebody wash and dry one half of the tarp?
Not why.
Because there's blood on it.
On the tarp? No.
Well, the tarp could have been used to transport the body.
There's no blood on the tarp.
Well, yeah, did they wash and dry it?
Oh, yeah. Good point. Tarp doesn't use transfer blood.
Maybe. Washed. Body. Transport. That's the one thing in here that concerns me.
Everything else seems...
Yeah. The game explicitly told us there was nothing else in here.
Wait, now that's this place for me. It
I
tells
think
you.
I've checked everything I need to in this area, but I'm not done yet. There are other areas I need to check. Specifically that fragment I found before. There's somewhere I need to go in order to confirm my suspicions. And I still need to find out more about Kyoko. Is that corpse really Kyoko? If that's true... Is that also Kyoko who attacked me last night? If I can find out more about her, maybe I can answer that question. Kyoko was never the kind of person to talk about herself all that much. Maybe if I can get into her room, I'll be able to find out more. But the key to her room,
It's all clear
I
now.
will simply limit your options. I can't allow you to engage in any further suspicious activity.
Suspicious?
What?
Limit my options.
Give me the key to your room. I don't have a choice. I have to see if he'll let me borrow it, her room key.
Next time on Danganronpa, we
Next.
have to talk to fucking Byakuya.
Great.
Oh!